Hi guys, Andy here. I am a bit gravelly because I just woke up, but I just got online and I just checked to see what was going on with the Johnny Depp Amber Heard thing, and I'm so glad that he won because, like, anyone with half a brain can see how badly she was lying, and I'm so glad that he won. There were so many people, even if that jury wasn't there and it was just the judge, all the judge would have had to do was go online and see how everyone else was basically proving how Amber Heard was lying. You had people who were professional body linguists, you had people who were lawyers, people who were not even people, other people who probably suffered victimhood from abuse, people who were, there was this, what is it, a lawyer who also does woodwork. I forget his name, the name of his channel, but he's absolutely brilliant. The fact that he actually took the time to show and demonstrate how it was physically impossible for Johnny Depp to splinter a solid block of wood with his foot, because the only way that could have happened would be for her to have taken a knife and wedged it into the wood and then pulled it apart. Also, those videos of demonstrating just how calculated Amber Heard's behavior was, because of the fact that they compared her to a fictional story, Gone Girl. I mean, if you watch that video comparing her to Gone Girl, oh my god, it is terrifyingly accurate. So scary. And just, you listen to her in those tapes and you think, god, this is an absolute, she's Jekyll and Hyde, basically. She is Hyde. She's Mr. Hyde the entire time when she's with Johnny, and she is Dr. Jekyll when she's on the stand. She's all like, ooh, ooh, ooh. But even when you see her in her original trial, I don't think it was a trial. I think it was a hearing. I can't remember exactly. But in 2016, I think it was. I don't know the details. I didn't follow it fully, but I know that was a much earlier trial or whatever it was. And you can tell her stories don't link up. They're misaligned. What's the word? She's just making shit up on the spot, and she's relying entirely on her lawyers to interrupt the one who's questioning her, so that she can have time to think her story straight, to get her story straight. Sorry, and it's so satisfying to see someone like that get completely annihilated by the legal system. It just shows that there are people out there. Also, it's just very interesting to see how her own lawyer was really struggling to make her seem credible, because the type of questions they were asking her and Johnny were constantly being challenged by Johnny's team, and it was just so satisfying to see how she was stumbling over her words. You're talking about a professional lawyer, right? She should know her shit. She should know what she can and cannot say, and she is struggling really hard. And even at one point she says it, she's sitting there going, I'm really trying here. She's really struggling to try and come up with a good line of questions that will be usable, that she knows that Amber can answer in favor of herself. But it's like she is trying so hard, and the other lawyers as well, they were they were struggling so hard to oh god, it's just so satisfying to see. I'm relieved for him, really, to be honest. I mean, I don't say that he's the most angelic person in the world. He takes drugs, he drinks, he has a bit of a vulgar mouth when he speaks, obviously in private. But you know what? He can do whatever the fuck he wants in private, as long as he's not hurting anyone else. You do you. But for someone to claim that you are physically and maliciously abusive to somebody else, yeah, he gets drunk. Yeah, he passes out. Yeah, he has to be looked after because, you know what? That's his own stupidity leading him to do that. I don't deny that he is a bit stupid in his own behavior in some cases. Yeah, I mean, getting drunk and taking drugs is not the smartest decision for someone who everyone looks up to. But you know what? That's his choice. He can choose to do all that if that's what he wants to do, as long as he's not doing anything to harm anyone else. He can do whatever the hell he wants. And you know what? I'm all for him for that, you know. Not for him taking drugs and drinking, but I'm all for his support in winning this trial, and I'm so grateful that he did win this trial. And another thing I wanted to point out is that you know, I was thinking about this just a little while ago. I was just thinking, you know, the people who surround Amber really need to look at themselves in the mirror, because of the fact that if they know for a fact that they contributed to falsifying claims, these people should probably be looked into as well, because of the fact that if they are willing to falsify claims against someone like Johnny Depp to aid someone who they know to be an abuser, who they know is making claims up against him, who they know is a liar and all this stuff, and probably has caused him physical harm. If they know this and they have contributed to it, maybe there should be some sort of inquiry to them, because of the fact that, you know what, these people are maliciously contributing to her abusive behavior, knowing it, you know? And why? You got to ask the question, why would you contribute to this kind of thing? Because you want to be friends with her? Because you want to be in her circle? Because you don't want her to become abusive towards you? Frankly, I think that makes you an equally despicable human being and rather pathetic. You're rather pathetic if you have to... sorry, I've got hair all over my desk. I'm just trying to clear it off. You're an equally despicable human being because of the fact that you clearly would rather ruin somebody for the sake of clout and fame and being in a rich person's circle, rather than being an honest human being and saying, no, I'm not going to hang out with you because I don't want to have anything to do with someone who's going to do this to another person. You'd rather be a despicable human being and contribute to that than to hold up your end of your sort of your sense of honesty and decency, and to and say, no, I'm not going to help you mess up his apartment. I'm not going to lie for you. I'm not going to play along with your stories. I'm not going to contribute to this, because of the fact that if you are the kind of person who would do that, you are equally as despicable. And you probably abuse people in your own relationships, because of the fact that if you're willing to contribute to an abuser, then it sort of begs the question, maybe you yourself do abuse people as well. Maybe. I'm just saying, maybe. Big question there. Sort of maybe look around and ask yourself, if these people have friends who add to her lies, who are willing to go along with her lies, maybe there should be someone looking into them as well, because you never know, they may be adding to it as well. I'm not saying they are. I'm just saying maybe, big fat maybe, allegedly, maybe, whatever you want to say. Just sort of throwing that out there, but I'm not saying definite. But I just think it makes you a very despicable human being to if someone says, can you help me mess up an apartment so that we can fool the police? And here's my story, so if they come by, tell them this. If you're the type of person who would go along with that, then you're definitely a despicable person. Frankly, I think that's absolutely disgraceful. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and yay for joining, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.